Korrector is an adjustable air pad that sits underneath your saddle and locks into position using our unique gullet locking plate. This plate slides into the gullet of the saddle, rotates and sits above the panels of your saddle. This ensures that the pad stays in place and can't move front to back or side to side. The leather thongs at the front ensure that the pad does not pull down onto the wither of your horse. The pad, having 3 points of attachment, ensures that it won't move whilst you're riding. The pad is now effectively part of your saddle. The Korrector system has 4 airbags. These airbags are inflated via 4 pipes that extend to the front of the Korrector pad. Each pipe has a sealing cap. Remove this and attach your 4 sealing clips. The sealing clips allow you to connect and disconnect to the pump and valve without losing any air from your Korrector. It should be noted that you only attach the pump to the valve when you wish to inflate your Korrector. This is essential to prevent air loss when the pump is connected. Inflate the front airbags first, ensuring the correct clearance of the saddle above the horse's wither. You will feel and see the air going into your Korrector. Ensure that you only use between 12 and 24 pumps of air in any one pair of bags. Promptly remove the pump from the valve, use your sealing clips to close the pipes, and then you can remove the valve without any air loss. At this stage, only the front bags of your Korrector are inflated. We now use the back bags to raise and lower the back of the saddle to find the optimum balance for the rider. Here you see the horse in rising trot, where the back of the saddle is too high. The rider is being pushed forward, the horse is on the forehand and working into the ground with a heavy contact. The engagement of the hind limbs is not good and the horse is not working round over its back. Here the back of the saddle is too low. The front end of the horse is lighter and the horse looks like it's working through its shoulder. But looking at the back end, the hocks and stifles aren't working correctly and the horse is actually dragging its toes. There isn't any roundness or engagement and no real forward momentum. Here the rider is perfectly balanced. The horse is working through the hocks and stifles and over its back, taking a contact. The elevation of the stride is good, there's no dragging of the toes. Here you see the rider too high behind, the horse on the forehand, the toes dragging. Here the rider too low behind, again, no forward momentum, toes dragging. And here, rider perfectly balanced, horse moving forward into the contact, elevation, spring in its step. Asymmetric adjustment of the Korrector is achieved by sealing one bag with a sealing clip, leaving the other one open for inflation. We would advise a maximum of 6 pumps difference in any pair of bags. In other words, 6 extra pumps in the left front or 6 extra pumps in the back right. Asymmetric adjustments are always done on the diagonal. So if you do the front left, you do the back right. If you do the back left, you do the front right as well. Ride your horse and test its suppleness. Its stiffest rein should improve. It should be more forward going and more balanced. The golden rule with Korrector is, if it feels wrong, it is wrong. If it feels right, that's the time to stop playing with it and seal it until the next time you need to adjust it. When you untack your horse, you will see an impression of the Korrector rather than the saddle's panel. This shows you have increased the bearing surface of your saddle. Seal your Korrector using the sealing caps. Screw them down firmly, but don't over tighten them. Once you've done this, remove the sealing clips and then you can pull the excess pipe into your Korrector and bring the pipe ends flush with the top of the Korrector. The pipe ends are then covered with a detachable sheepskin cover. Your Korrector doesn't need regular adjustment. Adjust it, seal it and leave it until your horse changes shape.